Well, good afternoon, and thank you all for being here. And I'm very proud to be joined today by our City Council President, Todd Gloria, our Council President Pro Tem, Sherri Lightner, Nicole Capritz, who is the former chair of the City of San Diego's Environmental and Economic Sustainability Task Force, Elise Lowe, who's the Deputy Executive Director of Circulate San Diego, Stephen Heverly, who's the Managing Director of Equinox Center, and Jason Anderson, President of Clean Tech San Diego. You're going to hear from all of them in just a second. San Diego is a city that innovates. We are a city that leads. We are a city where our environment is central to our quality of life. That's why I'm proud today to release a plan that will help our communities thrive and create the green jobs of tomorrow. I brought together environmental groups, business groups, and San Diegans from all walks of life to update the city's climate action plan and move San Diego forward. This updated plan ensures the city of San Diego meets the state requirement to significantly reduce greenhouse gases by 2050. But it's so much more than that. This is a plan for creating economic opportunity for every San Diego family and community. And I truly believe that we have an opportunity to make San Diego one of the green energy and solar capitals of the world. This plan provides a framework to create new jobs in the renewable energy industry with the installation of solar panels and electric vehicle charging stations. Together, we will improve public health and air quality by reducing carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, and other particulate matter. And we will decrease San Diego's dependence on imported water. By doing things like converting methane produced at our wastewater facilities into electricity, we will more efficiently use our resources. And we will improve our local quality of life by encouraging biking, walking, planting trees, and reducing landfill waste. And we'll save taxpayers money by decreasing municipal water energy use and waste on city buildings and facilities. So how do we accomplish all this? This plan is a first step, and we still have to take further steps to put it into action. Notable steps include creating a renewable energy program. We will be putting forward an ordinance for the disclosure of energy and water to homebuyers. We'll be creating a traffic signal master plan to adjust the timing of traffic lights and reduce the time that cars are idling in traffic. We will be passing an urban tree planting program. And I will bring forth an ordinance to facilitate solar and electrical vehicle charging stations in new construction projects. And it's very important that the City of San Diego and city government leads by example. This plan establishes the goal of converting 50% of the city's fleet to electrical vehicles by 2020 and 90% by 2035, and converting 100% of city trash trucks to natural gas by 2035, and recycling 98% of the methane from wastewater treatment also by 2035. Releasing this plan this afternoon is not the last step. This is the beginning of a very important public conversation. And I tell you, I'm looking forward to a very collaborative discussion with San Diegans about this draft plan. And following the public input process, the staff will make final edits and then bring it, of course, to the City Council for a final vote, discussion, and adoption in the spring. By striking a sensible balance between protecting our environment and growing our economy, San Diego can support clean technology, renewable energy, and economic growth. Get this here for a second. Said earlier, and I want to reiterate, San Diego is a leader. Our city is a leader in innovation and sustainability. We really have an opportunity to use our creative spirit to preserve our children's future and pass on a San Diego that is cleaner and full of more opportunity than it was when we received it. It's been a team effort for everybody coming together who believes in the very best of what this region is and what we can achieve. This is what this plan is all about, and I'm very proud of the people that are standing behind me who have put so much time, effort, and energy into this draft plan. As you know, it's been in the works for quite some time. And first and foremost among those, it's my pleasure to introduce our City Council President, Todd Gloria, who, as you know, worked very diligently on the beginning stages of this plan and believes very strongly in its implementation. President Todd Gloria.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This is a great day for our city. I'm so proud to be here with our mayor and our council president pro tem, Sherri Lightner, and our stakeholders who have helped push to get us to this point today, that we can unveil a climate action plan that demonstrates that San Diego is a progressive leader in addressing global climate change, and that we value our citizens, our people, their health, and our environment enough to take decisive and strong action. Obviously, climate change is not a simple local issue. It's a global issue, but it's one that we cannot wait for leaders in Washington to act. We must take meaningful action here locally, which is why I called for bold action in the State of the City earlier this year. At that time, I called for San Diego to be a global leader in addressing the challenge of climate change, and that we could work together with partners like Clean Tech San Diego and the other organizations present here today to pioneer new technologies and strategies that will protect our environment, and then we could export them to other cities that share our vision for a sustainable future. This was a vision that was endorsed by our City Council just 1 week ago. I'm very grateful that our mayor took this draft plan and agreed to make it the climate action plan the cornerstone of our environmental health strategy, largely including my vision and reflecting the input of the community and my council colleagues. It will protect the public's health and put us on a path to a clean energy future with safe, vibrant, and livable neighborhoods. From energy and water conservation to local clean energy generation, waste reduction, improved transportation, and climate resiliency, the plan that we're announcing today comprehensively addresses the major environmental challenges of our day. Mayor took you through some of the specifics, but I'll give you a couple more. Our target is to increase the use of renewables until we power all homes and businesses in the city with 100% clean energy resources by the year 2035. We're going to make San Diego into a clean energy leader, not only for the good of the environment, but it'll be good for our local economy and gives us an opportunity to showcase the regional clean tech and innovation sectors. The Climate Action Plan will expand incentive programs to further promote energy and water efficiency in residential and in commercial buildings. And it builds on the sustainability measures the city is already implementing, which are moving us in the right direction. You may know, and you can see here today, that we have approved solar energy projects on city properties, and we're currently examining more properties where we can put our abundant sunshine to better use. We've adopted, with the help of our Environmental Services Department, a zero waste initiative that sets an ambitious goal of diverting all waste from city landfills by 2040 through conservation, recycling, and composting. And of course, and probably most popularly, we have implemented a residential PACE financing program that sustainably renovates far more affordable, to make sustainability renovations far more affordable for local homeowners. Now, make no mistake, this won't be easy. Nothing worth doing ever is. This is a part of our effort to leave this place better than we found it, and it is an effort worth making. In order to achieve real results, San Diego will need to retool our entire approach to our consumption. I know that San Diego has both the natural and the intellectual resources to accomplish this. In short, we can do this. And speaking of the intellectual resources, I would be remiss if I didn't call out a couple of the folks who have been critical to the development of this climate action plan. I want to start by thanking Nicole Capritz, who joined my team in the mayor's office and took on the challenge of the climate action plan. For those of you that know her, she's a hard worker, she's passionate, and that hard work and passion is reflected in the pages that are a part of today's announcement. We will have a better city and a better global community because of her efforts. Nicole, thank you so much for what you've done. Backing her up has been a battalion of city staff, Dave Wiles, many of our planning department staff who are here today who have been incredible, the U.S. Department of Energy, the University of San Diego Energy Policy Initiative Center, Kraut and Associates, and Sempra and SDG&E, all of whom helped play critical roles in actually financing this plan to make sure we can get it here today. And last but certainly not least, I want to acknowledge my colleague, Council President Pro Tem Sherri Lightner. Her understanding of this complex issue of climate change and her work with our innovation sector partners have helped us to reach the point that we are here today. I always look forward to working with Sherri on anything, but particularly on this issue, and with Councilmember David Alvarez, who is the chairman of our Environment Committee, who have provided constructive feedback in the development of this plan. Collectively, we will work with our colleagues to thoughtfully consider this draft plan today and work to implement it in the future. And lastly, I just want to say I think that San Diegans can take heart in the fact that we have our branches of government working collaboratively to accomplish something positive for our community. And for that, we owe gratitude to our mayor. Kevin, thank you so much for making this possible. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And next up, somebody who just had an introduction, our City Council President Pro Tem, Sherri Lightner.
Nice introduction. Thank you. Thank you very much for the very kind introduction, and I look forward to doing additional work on this. As a council member representing our coastal communities, I have long advocated for the City of San Diego to adopt a climate action plan to help protect our environment for decades to come. I appreciate all the work that Mayor Faulconer, Council President Gloria, the task force volunteers, and stakeholders, and especially staff, have put into this draft document. I'm particularly pleased to see a focus on creating incentives for property owners to upgrade the energy and water efficiency of their homes and businesses. I hope that many of the recommendations made by the Water Policy Implementation Task Force, including gray water stub outs and increased availability of purple pipe water, will be evaluated and implemented as a part of these energy and water efficiency efforts. This climate action plan plays an important role in implementing the vision laid out in the city's general plan, and it will be important to continue to take advantage of new and innovative technologies, I think something we're really good at here in the city of San Diego, in order to conserve our valuable resources. I look forward to continuing the conversation and receiving additional public input as we refine this draft plan and create a realistic living document with attainable and enforceable goals. Thank you very much.
Sherri? Thank you, Sherri. Next, I'd like to introduce Nicole Capritz, who is the former chair of the City of San Diego's Environment and Economic Sustainability Task Force, who, as Council President Gloria indicated earlier, provided a lot of energy, enthusiasm, and plain old hard work.
Thank you, Mayor. Good afternoon. Thank you so much, Mayor, Council President, and Council President Pro Tem for your leadership. This is truly an incredible day for the City of San Diego, and I think I can speak on behalf of all of those who sat on the city's task force helping to draft the climate plan that we spent hundreds of hours trying to make this one of the most bold and strongest plans, not only in California, but in the nation. Make no mistake about it. The fact that we are going to have 100% renewable energy powering our homes and buildings is an incredible feat. The fact that we are going to find different ways to move people around this city, to make the city more bikeable, walkable, and transit-friendly is truly a signal of transformation and change. And it's the kind of transformation and change that the next generation is demanding of us. I think it's really important to note that kids today are going to look at us as leaders of the community and say, what did you do to not only prevent climate change from getting worse, but also to protect us from any of the changes that are going to happen? And I'm proud to say, and really have to thank the mayor for taking a strong stand and putting us in the right path so that we can look those kids in the eye and say we've done everything we can, and we look forward to working with them and everybody else in the city in partnership to implementing this plan. Thank you so much.
Well said, Nicole. Thank you. Next, I'd like to introduce Elise Lowe, who's the Deputy Executive Director of Circulate San Diego. Elise?
Thank you very much, Mayor. Well, this is a great day, and I just want to congratulate Mayor Faulconer, Council President Todd Gloria, and the Council President Pro Tem, and all of the team at the city that has demonstrated incredible environmental leadership on delivering this draft climate action plan. This plan lists actions that will give quality of life improvements for the people of San Diego. A focus on walkable communities with safe sidewalks, robust bike lanes, and access to transit that's convenient to get you where you need to go. The Urban Land Institute just ranked San Diego as one of the highest priced cities for combined housing and transportation costs. The Climate Action Plan's actions will directly target the costs of the commute. The Climate Action Plan calls for achievable transportation strategies like increased infrastructure and the development of housing and jobs and walkable communities together near transit that will benefit people ages 8 to 80. You know, the people of San Diego actually drive more on average than people in other cities. In fact, our region drives 30 billion miles per year. That's the equivalent of 150 round trips to the sun. That's a lot of time behind the wheel. By targeting trip reduction of 2 miles for commute distances, we'll not only have favorable environmental and economic benefits, we'll just get to drive less and get outside and enjoy life more. By growing our communities in a way that can reduce the amount that we have to drive and growing cooler overall, we'll reduce climate emissions and have wonderful other benefits like improving air quality, public health, and again, reduce traffic. Thank you so much to the mayor and to everyone on this wonderful day. And after 3.5 years on sitting on that stakeholder task force, it's a good day, San Diego.
Next up, I'd like to introduce Stephen Heverly. Stephen, as you know, is the Managing Director of the Equinox Center. Stephen?
Thank you, Mayor. Hi, everyone. I want to thank Mayor Faulconer and Council President Gloria and Council President Pro Tem Lightner for their leadership, as well as all the organizations and community members who put so much time and effort in this. Equinox Center is an organization that does a lot of research around how we can balance our economy and our environment here in the San Diego region, and we're really excited about this plan. We love all the numbers and details in the plan, but overall, we're excited that we can create jobs, create those green tech jobs and clean tech jobs around our environment, but also improve the greenhouse gas emissions here in San Diego. So thanks again to Mayor Faulconer, and thanks everyone for coming out.
Thank you, Stephen. Thank you. Thank you. And our last speaker today will be Jason Anderson, who is president of Clean Tech San Diego. Jason?
Thank you, Mayor. Well, thank you. As the mayor said, my name is Jason Anderson, president of Clean Tech San Diego, and believe it or not, this is a really great day for us at Clean Tech San Diego, and we've been waiting for this day for quite a while. Clean Tech San Diego is a business association that was formed 7 years ago to accelerate clean technology innovation and the adoption of sustainable business practices for the benefit of our region's economy and our environment. And as many of you know, San Diego region is a leader in the clean technology sector thanks to a powerful mix of public, private, and academic partners. We have over 800 clean tech companies in our region. We have an extraordinary amount of rooftop solar installations. Some of the world's leading climate scientists reside here at the Scripps Institution of Oceanography, and there are over 10,000 electric vehicles on our roads. These attributes and a whole host of others are why the San Diego region ranks number 3 in the U.S. for clean tech leadership. And I'm excited that today the City of San Diego is releasing a proposed climate action plan, and I'm hopeful it will soon be adopted. Not only does this plan signal to San Diegans that the City of San Diego and its leaders are serious about the impacts of climate change, but that they also are ready to take necessary steps to mitigate the impacts of climate change to preserve and protect our environment while also stimulating our local economy. And yes, the plan will do both. Whether it's reducing a building's energy consumption or integrating renewable energy resources, the solutions exist today, and the companies that can provide these solutions are right here in San Diego. So on behalf of Clean Tech San Diego and our members, I'd like to thank the Mayor, Council President Gloria, Council President Pro Tem Lightner, Nicole Capritz, and the others for making sure that San Diego is not just prepared for the challenges that lie ahead with regard to climate change, but that we are well ahead of these challenges with goals and actions that are not only help our environment, but will also help boost our economy. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Jason, and thanks to everybody for all of your support and hard work. And there's one last person I'd like to thank who did a tremendous amount of work, particularly in the last several months, really putting everything together, and that's Mike Hansen of my team. Mike, thank you for everything that you've done. He's standing in the background, but will also be available to answer questions, and all of us will be able to answer questions one-on-one. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being here.